What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, as always, I gotta go ahead and say thank God King Jesus for another day and another opportunity. Comment down TG for thank God and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. So as you can see from the looks of the title and the screen and the gameplay, today I put together a very special build for y'all, and I'm calling this one the two-way point center. Now this is one of the best rare build names out there. We're going to be making it at the height of 6'8" today. This is my personal favorite center build to use. Now when it comes to the attributes today, we'll be able to get a 99 plus when it comes towards our pass accuracy, ball handle, interior and perimeter defense with our stamina. Now we're also going to get a total of 62 badges, and this is realistically one of the best badged out center builds out there that's all around. This build can really carry the load from locking up opponents on the defensive side to also bringing the ball down. Now this build can definitely lock up taller centers and big men as well, and it's one of the best dribbling builds in all of 2K for a center. So before we move any further, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. Let's go ahead and sit back, relax, and make the build together. So the first thing we're doing is putting it under the center position. Once you get into the height, let's go with 6'8", and then for that weight, I'm going to put this down to 234. Now as for that wingspan, I think 7'6" is going to be best, and from here we are all set to move forward. Now from the gameplay, I'm telling you, this is a very fun build to use in all types of game modes and settings. The first area that I think is going to be most important will be the physicals. So when it comes towards that speed, let's go all the way up to an 81. As you get into the acceleration, let's go with a 72. Getting into that strength, I'm going to go all the way up to a 90. And then for our vertical, let's go with a 60. Now once you get into the stamina, max this to a 95, and this is what we're going to be looking like once you get this build maxed out to 99 overall. Now keep in mind we do get a +4 from the Gatorade facility workouts, so we'll have a 99 stamina, 64 vertical, 94 strength, 76 acceleration with that 85 speed. Now I think these numbers are super balanced, especially to start out with. Now from here, let's go ahead and dive into the defense. So for the interior, I'm going to put this up to an 88. As you get into that perimeter, I'm going to put this all the way up to a 93. And then once you move a little bit further down the line, for that steal, let's go with a 60. Now as you get into that block, this is really optional, but I'm going to go with a 77. And then for that defensive rebound, I'm going to move this up to an 83. Now as you can see, this is what we're going to be looking like on the defensive side of the ball. We're going to get badges like bronze anchor, gold workhorse, and post lockdown. Now you also get gold clamps, ankle braces, challenger, pick dodger, 94 feet and workhorse, Hall of Fame off-ball pass, and bronze fast feet. Now for that steal, interceptor on bronze is a must. And then for that block, we also get bronze chase down artist, anchor, and pogo stick. And then to wrap everything up with a rebounding, silver rebound chaser, and box out beast. From the stats, we have a lot of room left over for the offensive side, so let's go ahead and dive into the playmaking. With that pass accuracy, I'm going to put this all the way up to an 89. As you get into that ball handle, let's go with an 85. And then for that speed with ball, I'm going to put this all the way up to a 75. Now we get bronze blow by, silver hyperdrive, speed booster, and triple strike. For the actual ball handle, you get bronze killer combos, also blow by here, silver unpluckable, then you also get handles for days, Hall of Fame physical handles with gold ankle breaker. And then for that pass accuracy, I think bailout on bronze is the most important here. Then you also get silver needle threader, which I like, and touch passer. With that being said, we do get gold special delivery, relay passer dimer, and break starter. So like I said, this build can definitely carry the load offensively. Even more so on the defensive end, this is a very versatile center build, especially if you're looking to take it into the 5s, 3s, 1s, this is going to be the build for you. Now we have a few remaining attributes to get into. Let's dive into the shooting. So for that 3-pointer, I'm going to put this all the way up to a 77. As you get into that mid-range, leave this at a 62. Go with a free throw of a 56, and if you take into account bind boost and activating your takeover, you're going to be able to knock down buckets at ease. So look, with your takeover, activating boost as well as performance boost, you're going to be able to get this 3-pointer into the 80s and the mid-range into the 70s. But as far as for these badges, we get Bronze Blinders, Deadeye, Agent 3 with Green Machine and Space Crater. You're also going to be able to get Whistle. Then from here we get Silver Comeback Kid, Open Looks, Guard Up, Claymore, and Spot Finder. You also get Corner Specialist and Catch and Shoot. And then for that mid-range shot, you'll also be able to unlock Midi Magician on the bronze tier. Now I think this build is very special, especially from what you have seen on screen. The gameplay really shows how valid this build can be, especially in the 1 setting. I've taken it to the rec and I'm telling you, this is a huge mismatch of a build. But from here, let's go ahead and wrap everything up with the finishing. So for that close shot, we're going to go with a 71. As for that driving layup, let's go with a 68. 60 when it comes towards our driving dunk. And then as for that standing, let's go with a 45. Now this is what we're going to be looking like once you get this build maxed out to 99 overall. Let's start out with these badges. You get Bronze Fearless Finisher, Fast Twitch, Masher, and again Whistle. Then right here you get Silver Giant Slayer, Spot Finder with Gold, Pro Touch. Now for that driving layup, a lot of badges here. Slithery, Acrobat, Aerial Wizard, Bunny, Pro Touch once again, but then we get Scooper on Silver, Float Game, Giant Slayer Spin Cycle, and 2-Step. Now this is essentially going to wrap up today's build and get to show you everything that we can do on screen from the gameplay. I really want to know your honest thoughts and opinions. Is there anything that you possibly would do to change or even make this build a little bit better? Now take into account activating your takeover, that's going to be a +10. If you buy boost, that's possibly +4, and wearing gear, that's another +1 to 3. Performance boost also should be taken into account. All of these attributes have the potential to get at least a +10 to 15 when it's all said and done. So from here, let's go ahead and move forward to make sure that everybody made this build correctly. We should be able to get these 3 different comparisons. And as y'all can see together, we have created what I'm naming the 2-way point center and add up everything of what I previously did mention. And this is one of the most full potential builds as a center build this year on Next Gen. Now I want to say thank you so much for your support. More so than anything, thank the man above, King Jesus, for another day and another opportunity. And if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family. And last but definitely not least, God bless every single one of you. And with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.